Every day, the word gift is used to define talent, ability, and performance. Being gifted has a deeper meaning, a deeper that isn't always measured in points per game or when lost records. It's measured by heart, effort, and desire. Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is all about learning characteristics of gifted and talented students. According to McAlpine and Tra 1996, the characteristics of gifted and talented students can be identified in various sections. The first section is learning characteristics, wherein it is a concept that revolves around how the student's learning experience is influenced by personal, social, cognitive, and academic elements. Learning characteristics of gifted and talented students. First, they can display logical and analytical thinking. Second, they can easily quick to see patterns and relationships. Third, they can strive for accurate and valid solutions to problems. Fourth, they can easily grasp underlying principles. Fifth, they like intellectual challenge. When you say intellectual challenge, it is a problem that requires the application of your reasoning and critical thinking skills. 6. They can seek to redefine problem, pose idea, and formulate hypotheses. 7th, they can formulate and support ideas with evidence. And last, they can recall a wide range of knowledge. The second section is self-determination characteristics, wherein it is a knowledge representation that contains knowledge about us, including our beliefs about our personality traits, physical characteristics, abilities, values, goals, and rules, as well as the knowledge that we exist as individuals. The self-determination characteristics of gifted and talented students are: first, they push adults for explanations. Why? Because they are curious and ask a lot of things. Gifted students are often curious about the world around them and may ask detailed questions to satisfy their thirst for knowledge. This curiosity goes beyond simple interest and topic and can extend to aspects that they are seemingly outside of the scope of a lesson. Second, they question arbitrary decisions. When you say arbitrary, it is defined as something that is determined by judgment or not for any specific reasons. Third, they can display a precocious interest in adults' problems. Fourth, they are reluctant to practice skills already mastered. And last, they can express their ideas, preferences, and opinion forthrightly. The third section is creative thinking characteristics. It involves new form of thinking away from the traditional form. Thus, creativity includes curiosity, imagination, research, novelty, and inventions. The creative thinking characteristics of gifted and talented students are: first, they have dynamic thinking. A creative student will not only think creativity, but they have more capacity of a judgment. But their stunning is out through new combinations. Second, they have divergent thinking. A divergent thinking involves continuity, flexibility, and originality. Besides being divergent, creativity leads us to useful results. It is certain that new idea gives immense pleasure to the thinker as creativity impresses everyone. Their product must be impressive. An important trait of creative thinking is flexibility of thinking and behavior. The creative student is always prepared to adapt new attitude, ideas, and behavior. Originality, it is essential features of creative thinking. A creative student is not confined to ideas or experience. They uses new ideas, new attitudes, and new methods. In order to find out new solutions, it is necessary that the problem should be looked from a new point of view. The product of thinking should be novel and valuable. The fourth section is social leadership characteristics, which involves responsible use of collective wisdom, awareness, creativity, and human skills to face and collectively solve difficult problems, to adapt a system and unlock unseen potentials. The social leadership characteristics of gifted and talented students are: first, they take the social situations. Second, they are popular with peers. Third, they can communicate well with others. Fourth, they can actively seek leadership in social situations. And last, they can show ability to inspire a group to meet a goals. The last section is motivational characteristics, wherein it is the process that initiates, guides, and maintains goal-oriented behaviors. The motivational characteristics of gifted and talented students are: first, they strive for high standards of personal achievement. Second, they are self-directed and reliable. Third, they are highly self-motivated and set personal goals. And last, they are persistent in seeing tasks to completion. Now, let's move on in general educational adaptation. General educational adaptation means a change in the teaching process, materials, assignments, or pupils' product to assess a pupils to achieve the expected learning outcome. Supporting student in a general classroom. Gifted students may be in any of three types of classroom. First, a classroom within an exclusive school for the gifted. Second, a full-out classroom within a regular school. And lastly, in a general classroom within a regular school. Gifted students must be motivated in order to reach their full potential. Teachers must be differentiate or adapt their instruction, different lesson plans, worksheets, rubrics, and etc. Potential parental problems. Acceleration, wherein it is the practice placing students at a higher than normal level of instruction to meet their learning needs. As an educator, we need to make presentable teaching strategies for gifted students. Like, for example, we give them challenging problems, or we create projects that involve more creative thought. And we need to challenge them with questions where there is no correct answer. And it is important to allow the student to pursue individual projects that require sophisticated levels of thinking.